guys.
Maybe it's working.
I think so.
Waiting to see if it comes up on here. But hello everybody, it's another week.
Hello.
I don't sound too excited but anyways, I guess we'll let everybody start
Join, come on in.
Start getting in, but Aaron delayed on getting us started up.
Don't play that with me.
I don't sound too excited I guess I can
We'll let everybody
turn this down.
Join, come on in.
Start getting in, but so how's everybody doing? I see we only got one person in, and that's Aaron right now.
No, check your chat. Charlie and them are in.
Oh man, 9 people. 9 people's in. Check my chat.
Yeah, you gotta do this and then do that. There we go.
What's up? Oh, I see Jason.
Charlie, Jason, Wes. Hey girl, hey.
He finally decided. Who's that walk?
Who that is?
Who's that walking up in the back? So,
Hey Scott.
yeah, Paradise Bay. So,
sorry, we're looking at that, but we keep looking at
yeah,
this.
we're looking at the chat here.
Go go.
Oh, there's Go Go. I feel like I just got done talking to him.
Wonder what?
I did. I like talking to Go Go. I don't ever say his name on here. I don't know if everybody knows or wants to know or needs to know. Reminds me, I got a box of parts right here up under here that need to go to powder coat.
What is y'all's plans for the 4th?
Yeah.
We're gonna be on the lake and grilling, and I guess I'll be going off my diet for a little bit.
Grilling and chilling.
Grilling and chilling.
My dad said we was gonna throw down and throw up. I said I'll do the throw down part, but not the throw up part.
We made it, our first Durham town with no alcoholic beverages, so this will be our first July together, July 4th, with no alcoholic beverages.
Got Rides by Design TV checking in.
Oh, I'll have to check them out.
I have to check it out. I
haven't been to y'all's page yet. I'll go check it out. Barbecue does sound good. I think we're doing steaks and burgers and pizza one night and hot dogs and sausages and
so yeah, I think we're I was trying to read what he said.
yeah. Well, while he's reading tonight, we're going to look at the Camaro Floor again and do some more stuff to it.
Yeah, we are we're a long ways in, a couple weeks, and I feel like it's time for a change or something, but I guess that's how it goes if you only build it during the show. And I know he really can't stay over tonight because JJ that was here doing the body work is out of town, so we got to go by and let his dogs take care of the dogs. And then my 2 sons are up this week staying with me, so they're at the house or they're in Helen somewhere.
But they'll probably want to be fed.
But I'm still gonna do a full show. Still be an hour or so.
We're still here for you.
She's retarded.
I'm in a good mood.
I don't know why I'm not.
Somebody's got to be the smiling part. It's normally you. Usually I'm grumpy and you're the happy camper. So swapped roles today.
No, I'm happy. What does he say? Hey, back. Oh, hey, Go Go. Yeah, if y'all haven't checked out Paradise YouTube, check him out, and Go Go. Go there and subscribe to those 2. Usually we have, if you hadn't subscribed to Auto Metal Direct, go subscribe to them. They have a YouTube channel, as a matter of fact, Auto Metal Direct does, and they have their page to follow, so you can go hit those guys up.
Going the wrong direction.
I enjoy seeing y'all. It's kind of like having a poker night once a week or whatever, and I get to hang out with all my friends. So
it's like pandemic times where you can't meet at the poker table in one house, so we're all here on tablets and phones and but hey, we missed you.
I enjoy it, and then y'all guys get to see each other and make friends and talk and hang out. So it's kind of like our little party time. Y'all hang out and talk and all that while I have to work.
Oh, honey.
I think I work harder during the show than I do during the day. I don't know, I work pretty constantly.
The train man's here. ELSDP. Hey, hey. And there's old Pops. Hey, kid.
What, he just make it?
He may just now be commenting.
So. Yeah, I was going to say, because we was actually chatting. Oh, Charlie sent me, hey buddy, is there tech talk tonight? Charlie.
Sorry. Our internet didn't want to connect.
Yeah. The internet wasn't, it wasn't coming up on the tablet as a Wi-Fi, as a internet here. So I kind of just kept resetting it and resetting it and resetting it, and it finally come up. And I don't like to start setting up everything. I have to turn the GoPro on, I have to get the gimbal on, I have to get the tablet on, then I have to link those two together, get the tablet hooked to the Wi-Fi in here through the camera, write out what the show's about, and then hit the live streaming. And I don't like to do it like 5 minutes before time, which I should, because that's 5 minutes off of the camera battery that it might die. Even though I think we're passing that point, I don't want to get near the end of the show and end up losing you guys because of a dead battery, because then it's going to take me a minute to get back going. If that happens, I'm just going to end the show. But if the camera goes out like 30 minutes, 40 minutes, I'll probably get it back going and come back on. If it ever goes out.
But next Tuesday, I'm going to try to convince him to start about 5 minutes sooner, because I'd rather start on time and then the camera die towards the end, because if the camera's going to die, the camera's going to die.
Rides by Design says they need 70 charger parts. Yeah, we need them too.
Yeah.
We need parts for everything.
And then somebody said something about 69 panels. Wes did 69 panels. A lot of them are showing out of stock. I will tell y'all this. I've been every day in touch with AMD. I can't speak. In Kentucky.
She's been in Kentucky.
But with all the parts and all the cars and everything put together, I have to keep a track on what's in stock, what's out of stock. I don't have it memorized. It's all on a cute little Excel spreadsheet. But I do know that there's a lot of stuff coming in July, and then a lot of stuff coming in August. So it might seem like you've been waiting forever, but just give them time. And as far as the shipping cost, that's really out of our hands, out of AMD's hands. Anywhere it ships from, it has to go somewhere. We can't pay shipping for everybody. It is what it is. They're not making a profit on shipping. We're not making a profit on shipping. Shipping is just what it is. I'm sorry for it. And same thing with parts cost. If they go up, it's part of the business. Y'all understand with the world. You've seen gas prices go up. You've seen the cost of milk go out of this world. So it's just everything, and we still have to be profitable. So we're doing our best to keep prices as low as possible. The installation center has not increased their labor rates at all. We haven't changed our material cost at all. The only thing that's changed is any vendor that increases their prices, we have to eat that, which in turn means the customer has to absorb that as well. But the point of that conversation was that July and August should be some really awesome months for Auto Metal Direct to be getting in a lot of parts.
Scott's building houses now.
Two? You're building two?
You can come build me one.
Yeah. You can build it behind the shop. We'll stay here all the time.
Yeah. Other things. I know Go-Go is looking for two front fenders, preferably NOS. He's having some issues with the front of his Camaro, and I wish I could help him. I'm gonna talk with some people I know and see if somebody might have a fender. If I had this thing, the Camaro, more towards the end of the build, and the subframe and stuff, I was planning on possibly getting the front sheet metal and stuff to show how to fix the front fender issues, but I'm not sure. It depends on who buys it and how they want it when they buy it. It is for sale, so if anybody's looking for one, we have one.
Or if you know anybody, let them know that we got this going on. Because you're going to get a crazy discount on this compared to if it was a customer call-in purchase build.
And it's, let's see.
You have a fender stash?
Yeah, I got a fender stash. He has those fenders, Jason. He has those, and he's having an issue with them. I think he has new fenders. But I had one from the fender stash hanging on the wall over here, but I gave it to somebody, and I told them what they needed to do to fix it.
And another thing that Jason mentioned, which I'll touch on in case anybody misses that comment, is you better get your orders in, because as soon as the parts come in stock, they're immediately out of stock again sometimes, because like right now, the installation center has a parts order. It looks like a CVS receipt. It's ridiculous. And we're waiting on those parts to come in, and as soon as they do, we're taking them. We're in line. You know what I mean? And if you want that fender, don't wait for it to come into stock, or you might be waiting a long, long time.
Yeah. Yeah, because you know Summit and all them's going to get their orders.
Yeah, Summit orders from them, Jegs orders from them, A-Tech. I mean, y'all, NPD. There's so many people that order that keep stuff in their shop to drop ship to you for a higher cost than getting it straight from AMD. So it's just easier to get in line at AMD for your perfect repop metal.
Yeah.
Boom.
Ted Stevens, yeah.
Hey, Hayseed. Mike and Mary.
Yeah, he's got a products ordered for 64 Galaxy and 72 El Camino.
El Camino, El Camino. I'm not gonna sing the rest of that song.
I don't even know what she was doing.
The front end like a car and the back end like a truck.
Unreal.
The front is where you kiss and I have to stop because it's PG-13.
So stop. 80% of my car is AMD.
Amen. They got good stuff.
About the same with this build. If they made all the parts, I would probably have all the parts from them, but they don't make all of them for the Camaro. So too much energy drink for Erin. Yeah, I think so. She's got that bottle up here like it's water, but it's actually got energy drink in it. She puts it in there.
I split it half and half.
What did he say? Holding me to it.
Holding you to what?
What'd you say? Rides by design. You're holding me to what? I'm so far behind and all that, but maybe it'll show up on there. But yeah, I'm gonna have to go check out. That the Rides by Design. I think this might be the first time I've seen it. But I've had several people ask about the car and about it being for sale, and just I don't think they like the price, but our price is not really high if you add it up. If you're looking at $11,000 for parts, because that's what it costs for all the parts to build a 69 Camaro new body. And if you add in 150, 200 hours labor at $75, our labor rate's not much. You end up at like $26,000 for the total build.
Yeah.
I'm doing this one for 20, and it's actually getting tubbed. Our 26,000 build is a standard Camaro. This one's gonna be whatever, if they want RS, whatever. It's gonna be tubbed, because obviously I'm gonna start on it tonight, I guess. But let's see, July metal.
Me saying that they're gonna get a lot of metal in July.
Yeah.
You gotta hold AMD to that.
Jason didn't say it.
No, but AMD said it to me.
Uh-oh. It's a he said, she said.
It is. I hope I'm right.
Let's see,
I hope.
do you have roof, quarters, substructures yet? I have the roof and I have the substructures, the quarters. I got everything for the car. I think I'm missing the seat pans. I have 2 used sets of them, and I think I'm missing the package tray, but I do have a package tray in a Firebird that I was planning on building too. Hey, Scott said I got the talking part done. Yeah, it is.
It's 7:20.
It's 20 after, so yeah, he's right. Aaron, I don't know anyone else knew that Diddy made me smile. Oh. So I guess we'll get over here and get to work on this, because we got like 40 minutes, 30 something minutes to do some work. So I'll let Aaron get the camera, and I'll get my safety glasses, and we'll go over here. I've already done some stuff to it. I guess I'll move my...
Woo. I'll get my little safety glasses on too. Should have done that before I grabbed this.
Moving the camera so I can see and plug it in, because somebody didn't charge it.
I don't know who that could have been.
I'm just playing. I charged it. It's at like 37%. It was at 38 when we started, so I think it's pretty good. Aaron's headed over here on my they call this the NASA Space Center over here, because of all the lights I have, but it is dark and I can't see. So, but anyways, so far, let me grab my air nozzle so everybody can see what has happened here. So basically, I have spot welded out the rest to the end. I didn't spot weld this section right here, because this section from right in here will be cut out for the mini tubs. I plug welded the spots that I said that I can't get to. I drilled them and plug welded them. I ground them somewhat, and I took off this spring perch so I can get in here and weld these. And I'm going to jump on the other side and I got the same thing going on over there. I think I got a couple spots to grind, but I'm gonna get over there and I'm gonna undo that spring perch. And also I'll go ahead and get this so I can so while I'm over there, I can just go ahead and weld that stuff, grind it.
Mike and Mary said they saw a Galaxy going down the road last week, and those are some long body lines.
It's only 8-foot long quarter panel. Yeah, Craig's supposed to start putting the plastic on it, the thin coat. I finally got all of it sanded and the door gaps. I just got to get the last little bit off the bottom right here, and off the rocker, and off the front. And Craig's supposed to do the plastic, and I'm starting the wiring and all that, and I got to get parts over to Lanier. But anyways, that's enough about that.
What firewall are you using on this build?
I'm using the Dynacorn firewall, and it is the heater delete firewall. The Dynacorn heater delete firewall, because I was going to do the smooth firewall. The actual car that I was going to build, that I have the VIN numbers for, is a 69 Camaro V8 car, Hugger orange paint code, and it was an AC car, and yeah, a V8. Okay, so anyways, I can talk and work at the same time. So I want to take these out. I left a few here to grind, just to show you the grinding. But I want to take my the pin for my jig. I want to put it in because I don't think it's going to go nowhere, because I'm located in the back, I'm located in the front. But I like to be certain that nothing's going to move. So I'm taking the spring perch out. It's already welded down through here, so nothing should really move. But you never know.
Charlie and Scott want to know why you're not doing epoxy first on the Galaxy. Or are you? And just hadn't got it.
I don't know. That's what Craig says. Craig says that when you put the long strand, the kitty hair, whatever it is, when you put it on there, that it needs to be bare metal. So that's what we're going with. He says that all that needs to be done first. All my areas where I need the lead seams and all that. So I don't know. I'm not a body man. I'm just going by what Craig says, and I know he's been doing it for a long time, so I listen to him. Got the pin in, and just gonna pry it up a little bit so I can slide this out. And if you notice on this spring perch, usually it's got a fold, but I ground it so that it would be flat, so that it would fit in there on the jig. So that's the purpose. And this locates your holes, all three of the holes for your spring perch, so you don't have no problem. And it also helps to center your floor. So if you're building a floor at home, you want to make sure you put these in there to help locate everything. So now pin's still in. It didn't really move because it's still there. I'm gonna go ahead and put my bolt back in here and lock it down.
Scott, the J-nuts I get from Eckler's, and they are out of stock with no current ETA, so they're not sure when they're gonna get them back in stock.
Yep.
But Go-Go says he's got extras for you.
I would say I probably got extras, but
we don't, remember?
I've got a bunch of them in my box.
Uh-oh.
They're just not in the pack.
Yeah, Wes, Rick's Camaro, Eckler's, they're all like one big mother company.
I'm sure you could probably find them on Amazon.
Nope, I bought all of those.
Oh. Aaron bought them all from Amazon. Alright, so there, pin still goes in and out freely. Here. And I'm gonna, in the beginning when I first put the frame rail on, I hammered all this stuff back. That way I could get everything tight. Cause this pinhole and that location back there and then the floor all have to be in a set area. And if you see where I hammered it back, it's right there at it. It's all tucked nice. So if you go putting it together with these not hammered back, there's a chance that your stuff is in the wrong location. This jig has built hundreds and hundreds of floors and they have never had an issue with it. I've changed some stuff about it. I've simplified it in the back about putting the floor up. Used to we'd put the rear floor on and stick this jig in here and it located in this hole and it would set the back. Well, then I ended up making all this stuff on the back here to where I can lock it all in, and I got different ones that will do the 67, the 68, and the 69 floor. But anyways, I'm gonna hammer this. It don't need much because, like I say, it's pretty tight. Down. I got it out of the way now. I can come in here and do my spot welds here. 1, 2, 3 on that side and 2 on this side. And I'm gonna weld these. Weld.
With your little handy dandy adjustment tool you've got from Walmart.
Where?
That hammer.
Oh, this my Martha Stewart hammer. This thing's for hanging picture frames.
It gets the job done though, right?
Man, I've been using that hammer for, I do all my body work with that thing. I am not a body man.
Alright, I'm gonna close my eyes so if I get shaky.
Close your eyes.
When you pop it?
I'm gonna pop it.
I'm gonna pop you.
Once I weld it, it gets heated up. I like to snug it up a little bit. It is a little away from it on the edge. It just tightens it up and makes it look nice. Nice and clean. I like to weld half on the back side. That way I can go ahead and lay the front side down so that it lays flat, because it is on an angle. Get on the inside. I need my hammer because the bottom's not. Now it is. So I got them. Going to grind.
Wes says that jig's gonna build a floor for him this fall. Hope.
Yeah.
Paradise wanted to know if you can show the fit of the torque boxes on the floor pan.
I've noticed on yours, when I see your torque boxes, that they are not on the floor.
He said, my floor is sloppy and I've had to pull the torque boxes off, and he's just curious to see how yours fit.
I mean, these were pre-welded on, and I've never had an issue with them being welded on. So, I mean, but you can look at them. I mean, it's a little bit away on the inside right here. But I've never really had an issue with them. They come welded on. I don't know if you removed them yourself or what, but they fit. It's pretty good, pretty centered. It's up. They've always been even. I've never really had any issue with them, but I do, which I'm fixing to do now. Find my thing here. Oh.
I'm glad that didn't come flying at me.
So. I like to move it. I'll say it here in a minute. But when I do a car that's getting tubbed, generally you think of a car that is going to have a pretty torquey, high horsepower motor in it if they're going to tub it, or they might just be going for the look. But if I build a car that's tubbed, usually I stitch the torque box to the floor. Now, some customers don't want that because it don't look factory, but if you got a car that's tubbed, that's not factory. So why not say, hey, it was a factory car, I tubbed it, and I also added in some strength in my torque boxes. So I just go around and put some stitches around my torque box, because this area right here is where all the load is going to be pushed from the rear end, pushing this car down the road. It's all right here. It's all gonna be pushing right here.
That's what Scott said. He said Juby stitch welded mine. He did a great job. I mean, Brandon welded it.
Yeah. Well, he knows, so. But
then Paradise said, I did remove mine, but it looks pretty similar to mine. I thought the gap at the floor was too much, but they compare to yours.
Yeah. And it's always built, especially, I mean, that could be why I'm having to hammer these back, is because of that being out. But I mean, your spring perch thing ain't really gonna matter as long as your spring perch ain't an inch back on this side and then that side. So, but it's usually right in line with the hole. But I want to stitch this real quick. And can't see now. If I can get around here. I just go around and put a couple baby caterpillars around there. So that's it, just knock the dirt off.
Paradise said thank you.
Now I'm gonna grab the spot weld, or I guess I'll go over there and weld them real quick. Then I'm gonna roll the weld. I'm gonna grind this while I'm right here. I'll roll the welder over here, the spot welder. I'll weld them, and then I'm gonna show y'all the single side, what I've always talked about, single side. It's probably gonna be throwing it at you. So. Like I say, it's just 36 grit, and I usually cut the wheel down when I'm doing this stuff because it gets in there, and especially in between the areas. Grinded.
Charlie wants close up.
That's welded. And
I don't know exactly what
I try to stay right where I'm at. That way I can see when I come back with my single side where to put the single side. Even though this metal is thick, I can single side out here and it's not really going to affect anything. But if you single side on a piece of thin sheet metal that you've plug welded, if you single side on the thin part and you're not on the actual spot that you welded, there's a gap in between it, it will blow through. So I always try to do my single side right on my spot weld. But this is pretty thick. I could single side out here and it really wouldn't matter. Move on. Everything is thin. So we'll go ahead and plug weld this side. And I need my drill. Remove this screw. And I think I have one on the back side.
ELSDP says your welds look nice.
I appreciate it. I try. I'm not a welder. Man, I don't want no big old glob of stuff on somebody's car. Even though this one's mine, but I'll never drive it. I probably will never own a Camaro. But I do like for everything to look nice and uniform. So that's why I try to be that way with all the builds, with all my builds, and I try to do it. I try to teach the guys when they're building to do it that way, to do stuff uniform, spot welds. I mean, they're in line. The same on each side. No, Chevrolet didn't do all that.
It shows that you take pride in what you do.
new
Had
disc.
about worn out?
Yeah. The problem with a new one is
You gotta cut it.
It's so big, but I don't just cut it. I like
Show how big it is to, yeah, much bigger than the other one you had.
Yeah. Yep.
It's a good deal different.
But I'm gonna use it. It'll get in here. I'll get this one. So there, and now I'm going to get the spot welder and do some welds on this area on both sides, and I'm gonna do the single side. Let's see. So I'm gonna basically put this up because I don't know what else I'll be doing. I'll probably be doing the tubbing next Tuesday. That way it's all kind of on one thing.
It's Tub Tuesday. Tubbed out Tuesday.
Because it's getting kind of close to time.
7:45 already.
But we're not done yet. I'm going to do the single side. There. Turn this off. Spot welder. Yeah, by the time I get through doing single side and welding both these. But again, the spot welder, I'm gonna be going through pretty thick. I'll be going through 3 pieces, 2 thin, 1 thick. So I'm gonna turn the spot welder up a little bit. So I'm gonna hit start welding. I'm gonna do mild steel, and I'll go up to 2.5, and it should be good to go. I don't know. Oh, never mind. Quit looking. I found it. I couldn't remember. I didn't know what I did with the pen. I took it off. But I'm gonna shove it on over here and get the back ones first, since they're the hard ones. Yeah, we don't want to hit the camera again, because
Yeah.
I don't have the money to buy one.
So I'm trying to get you guys a good angle, but keep a safe distance, because that thing has got a hell of a magnetic pull.
I can show you. Let's see.
Are you gonna show the pull?
No, I'm gonna lay this right here, and you'll see it. It might be too far away. It might work, but it
Popped.
It moved it a little, but let's see. Yeah.
See it move?
If you got something near it like a clamp, it'll. Let's see. We'll put it a little closer. It
It didn't move at all.
It's actually magnetized itself now.
Yeah, Science Project Tuesday.
Alright.
Anyway, we would prefer not take the chance of ruining the camera, because it absolutely pulled it the other day when I was close to it.
I'll do it with a wrench next time. Other side.
Going to the other side.
Yeah, I would go ahead and single side, but I had to change the settings. And it ain't really that hard. And you always want to strap this thing up, because
If it falls on your foot.
$30,000 machine or better, this thing falls off and breaks. Bad news. We'll be looking for a job.
Thank you, Charlie. That's right, guys. Don't forget to go like and share and click the bell so that you get notified every time we go live.
Yeah. Also go check out Paradise and Go like their stuff. Everybody,
guys, y'all go like everybody, and everybody else go like everybody else. Let's just be a team effort.
So, but yeah, I got the. Let's see what the wrench does, cause it's a little bit thicker.
Ooh, went the wrong way.
What?
Good.
It ain't moved. If you wear earbuds or anything like that, and you get near it, it's magnetized.
Over time, it messes your earbuds up, doesn't it?
Yeah. What?
Oh! Y'all see it jump that time? Got a little squirrely. Wonder what Bill Nye the science guy, is that what it is?
Yeah.
Wonder what he would say about that.
Probably gonna suck it up to it. Nope.
No? It moved a little.
When you want it to.
Yeah, when you're trying to show the world.
It's
stuck to the floor.
Stuck to the floor. That's probably why it ain't moving. Alright, we got that. Now we can do single side.
Wes asked if single side is for looks only.
Not necessarily. The single side works. It's just I don't trust it to do it, especially on something like this. Now, if you got nice clean metal torque box, I'll show you. Let's see. Nice clean metal, it'll work. I'll grab two pieces and I'll single side them together so you can see what it does. This is the single side, just trigger, and this does all kind of stuff. That attachment does the window pins, stretching, shrinking, all that. I got to go find the other light strips.
Oh, Scott, yeah, Mag Practical NDI. That will absolutely pull some metal, won't it?
The what?
Mag Practical NDI, something in the aeronautic field.
Oh yeah.
It'll pull.
So whenever you do single side, you want to make sure that this part, I'm going to have to clean a spot right here. I ain't going to do the.
Can I move this?
Yeah, I'll move it. Let's go ahead and put it up. My OCD.
Well, I'll be looking at these beautiful welds while you chit chat along.
Yeah, I still got to stitch that stuff. Go ahead, I'll save that for later. So I ain't going to, this is pretty thick because this is the torque box and the floor, and it's welded together. So I'm just going to clean off a spot instead of using my air. And you also, when you use this thing, you want to be as close to where you're working as you can get. And this thing gets hot and it draws a lot of amps, and if you're a long ways away and the metal's not clean and it's not clamped good, it will burn it off. I've had it burn off a drop off. Well, part of it. So I like to use these thick vice grips, and I like to get it tight.
Good, secure.
Cause this hose the line jumps to it's solid copper and it's pretty heavy. I've had it jump and hit me in the good spot. That's why I'm standing here.
In the bikini area?
Yeah, in the bikini area. All right, so on the machine
Different
here,
setup.
I'm gonna go over here to the single side area, and you can see it does single side, and you can scroll through the pull with the pull hammer, spot hammer, shrinking, nut welding for nut plates, bolt welding, stitching, carbon shrink, rivet welding, that's for the window pins, washer welding, single side welding. When you do a washer, or when you do a window pin, you do not want it on single side because it will blow it a hole completely in it. Going on single side, and I'm gonna turn it up. It's pretty thick. I'll do 2.0. You don't have to change it to mild steel or anything like that. So what I'm gonna do is, and I'm gonna push where I was welding, and you want to push it hard and pull it, and then you can look in there. I'll do some up top, but it looks like a spot weld there.
Yeah, let's do another one.
So I'm gonna go on around it here, and like I say, I'm trying to go on my spots where you see it jump, and it makes it look like a spot weld.
Ta-da!
If you leave it loose, that's when it's got a loose connection. It's kind of like in your house. If you got a loose connection and power surges, it's liable to blow it out. I'm gonna hit these two again.
Y'all see those cables hopping?
Yeah.
That's why I backed up a little bit so they could see that.
So there's those. Now I'm gonna go down here and I'm gonna single side where I did my plug welds. That way if you look under the car, it looks like it was
factory.
Like I say, this thing gets hot. I'm probably going, well, I'm gonna get a piece of metal and show y'all that it does do welding. But there you go. You can look at them.
Smoking a little bit.
And you can see.
Does this add strength?
It don't do nothing. It's just the
aesthetic.
The aesthetic of looking factory. Like I say, if they sold the floor without these tower braces in there, I could spot weld it like it's supposed to be and then put the floor on and spot weld that.
What I done?
Aaron done hit my... That's the cooling system.
I broke it.
There's a line in it that is for cooling. I'm gonna grab a piece of single side and how strong it actually is. You can see how hot it got.
Got a little warm. Got a little warm.
Trying to put the on the part I'm working on so I can show you. So I'm just gonna hold this up there.
That's pulling the whole table. Crank it, get it off. Yeah.
And you see it ripped a hole in it.
Oh my goodness.
But you seen all that I had to pull.
So the weld held. The metal gave way before the weld did.
So there's your answer. Does it really work? Yes, yep. It does. If you put a couple of those in a line, you're not going to... I welded it to the floor. To 3 pieces.
Golly.
So, and that was on unclean metal. So, that should answer your question, is if it really works.
I'm sorry I made it do all that.
Undo the air, so, because I ain't welding, so it'll cool off. But that's what it does. So single side works. It's just in areas like this, I like to give it some plug weld, and then I go back and do the single side and make it look nice. I could come back and buff it a little bit, but
well, we're at 8 o'clock. You want to sit down and do a little chit chat and do our goodbyes?
Yeah, because we're pretty much, I'll just do the same thing I did over there, over here on this torque box, and I'll do
the single side
on that side, and then Tuesday we'll be ready. I'll have the templates up here, and we'll be ready to cut and start tubbing this thing. So,
tubbed out Tuesday. So I'm gonna go over here and put you guys back on the our little baby stand.
So
which
got a
way?
little bit done.
This way? Y'all are gonna get dizzy.
She's swirling, y'all. She should have just picked up the thing.
I should have, but you don't worry about it.
Oh yeah. So,
did I miss any comments?
oh, I'm reading back to see. I'm looking at a $30,000 one, whatever that. Oh, probably a spot welder. Yeah, you can come get this floor. I'll sell you this one. Floor, and go ahead and put you a firewall on it and get it located and everything.
There you go.
If somebody wants one, the only reason we don't pre-make floors and weld them, I'll do it. It's just we can't afford to ship them. The shipping is crazy. Now, if you have somebody that will pick one up, or if you want to figure out shipping and all that, I don't mind building you a floor, putting the tub in it, frame rails in front, firewall, all that. I don't mind doing it. It's just
but shipping runs like $500 or more.
I'm not sure what the shipping on that would be. But I can't even remember who was coming to, who wanted one. Wes, yeah. But Wes is supposed to be coming to AMD to get some parts, so he had asked me about building a floor for him, or he was talking about it, and I said, well, I can just build you a floor, and you can pick it up on your way through. So I'm gonna get with him about building a floor, and I told him, or maybe I thought about telling him that if not, I'm telling you now, Wes, I can go ahead and weld your firewall on, because I can actually put it on the jig and put it on the table and go ahead and locate your firewall and get all that to where it's spot welded to the floor. Now, the rest of it you'll have to figure out, but I mean, I can get that much. Or you could just buy this whole car and you won't have to worry about it. So.
But you're right, Go-Go. The more you can get on a crate, as long as you don't go outside of their prescribed dimensions that they set for a certain price, and then weight gets involved. And then if it's like 1 pound over, they change the freight. It's crazy, and I don't really know what a floor weighs, so it's all guesswork.
I mean, I pretty much everything on the floor. I think I could probably go in and weld the drop off because I've never really had a car when I screw the drop offs on. I've never really had to move them. But I tend to like to leave everything movable until I get the car fully built. That way, if something happens, I can go back and move it. And then sometimes I get the quarters on and I have to undo stuff on the inside and let the guts float around and find their sweet spot, and then hook it together, then screw it, clamp it, then take the quarters off and lock it in. But I've never, knock on wood, had to take the drop-offs off. So the drop-offs can be welded on. The firewall, floor, frame rails, all that I know can. I wouldn't do the tail panel. I wouldn't do the inner wheel houses. Yeah, that's probably about it. Drop-offs, that would save you a little bit of grinding and stuff, is if I went ahead and put the drop-offs on and went ahead and did the floor and firewall. So
just adding the firewall makes it that much longer, and that changes shipping.
It ain't really that much longer. Let's see. The firewall adds a foot.
Yeah, a foot. So if they only allow you 12 by 12 and you're trying to do a 12 by 13, that goes up to the next size, which can, in shipping nowadays, just jump into that next bigger size box can be insane.
Basically,
because a 12 by 12 pallet.
Well, this ain't but 129 inches. 3 inches short of 11 foot.
So it would go on a 12.
So 3 inches short of 11 foot. So basically 12 by whatever, which is probably. And I don't know what it would weigh. Well, if you had the drop offs on there, you're looking at probably
10.
No.
7.
Yeah, probably 6 foot with the drop offs added. So
I'll work on that. I'll see if I can guesstimate the weight with all those parts. I think I've got a little cheat sheet that tells me what each part weighs. And then a 12 by 6 pallet. I'll see what I can do.
yeah, so
Wes just wants a solid foundation. He'll pick up and put it on the jig and then build the rest of the car. The build is the fun part.
AMD's weight says 95 pounds.
Yep.
For what?
For the floor.
For just the floor? I don't know.
Appreciate it, Paradise. Hope you have a wonderful weekend as well. Thank you for hanging out with us. So 95 pounds. I think their break off is 150. So that does. I don't think even with anything you added on, it would put it over 150.
I don't know. 95 is not that. That thing weighs more than 95 pounds.
The floor, yeah.
He's looking at just the floor.
Yeah.
Not the trunk floor.
Frame
not
rails
the frame
are
rails.
yeah. Frame rails are hefty.
Yeah. So just the
Just
floor.
the floor. Okay. So yeah, when you add the frame rails and the drop offs.
I guess you could look online and see what each part weighs and add it up.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'll do that if I get a little time tomorrow. I'll do that, or I'll get it done by next Tech Talk Tuesday.
And that's what I say. I've always said it since I've been here. I was like, man, it'd be cool if we could just sell pre-made floors for people. That way, it would kind of take out the guesswork on your fixture.
Yeah.
You would still need
Height.
the heights and stuff and a place to sit it, but it would help a lot of people as far as trying to get the actual length of the car. But every time I've discussed doing that, making floors and selling them, I know there's some companies that do just produce floors or other stuff, but I know they make the floor and they sell them and they ship them.
I think the last time I checked, their shipping was $750 or something. I mean, the shipping's just wild right now, guys.
But I'm not opposed to it if somebody's willing to put in some footwork and all that to make it happen, or if you want to come pick one up,
yeah,
tour the shop, hang out. You know, I can do the floor. We can build it.
Real Deal says the weight is 350 pounds altogether, no firewall. I can believe that.
And I wonder what their price is. I had to check the price to see if we can even compete.
Yeah.
Cause
can we touch their price? Because that's kind of what you're dealing with.
That's what I'm dealing with the Camaro build. Is they're selling Camaro for like 18,000 or
between 15 something and 18 something
for a whole Camaro. I've actually seen somebody that was selling them for like 9.5.
Yeah, I don't know how they're doing that.
And I'm like, there's no way. You can't even get the parts for that. They're not using the parts we're using. They don't have the tools you're using. I don't know what they're doing.
They don't have the talent you got, and that's how I'm saying it, and that's how I'm sticking to it, and I'm not making up stuff. It's the honest to God truth. If you want a good one, get it from us. If you want a cheap one, go to the cheap guys. It's kind of like tattoos. Cheap work ain't good, and good work ain't cheap.
GoGo said $28,999. So $2,900 is what they're doing without a firewall.
Ooh.
I had to see on that.
That's what I'm gonna work on that. I really want to put that together and see like a full. If you wanted us to put your floor together, how much would that cost? And then I'll figure out how much it would be to ship it, depending. You know, it's gonna vary depending on what part of the United States you're having it shipped to. But I'm gonna work on that for you guys because I think it's a doable thing.
Yeah, he said 17 for a 67 Camaro. And that's how ours would be. And that's 17. And we can't here get under 26.
I'm just not gonna.
And like I say, I'm letting this one go for 20. And like it's getting tubbed. It's getting the wheelhouses. It's done by me. It's done right. And I'm also going to do it if you want RS, if you want the smooth firewall, or whatever.
Hey, Blue, it's okay that you're late.
17, that's $3,000 more, but I can guarantee it's right and you ain't going to have no problems with it, and it's going to have spot welds. It ain't going to be plug welded.
It'll be closer to factory than you can get from the other guys.
And tubbed. I mean, my tub kit is $400.
Yeah.
That's wheelhouses and the metal, and I mean I can't really go no lower. I mean, for all the time that I'm going to have in it, I'm basically going to be losing unless I sit on the car and wait for somebody to call up and say, hey, I want a full body and I want it tubbed.
Which I had a guy call, but he wanted a 67. I could not persuade him to get a 69 for anything. He's like, nope, 67, gotta be. And Chris Clark, you're right. You get what you pay for. I agree. I'm glad that there's actually people out there that can understand that. And I try not to be like condescending when I talk to people on the phone, explaining the difference in price and quality. And that's what we're here to do, is quality work. We want you to have a car that's going to be smooth sailing once it gets to the body shop, and then smooth sailing for the rest of your build, and it's going to last you for 75 to 100 years. I want your car to outlive you.
I mean, I don't know. I haven't seen their cars, so I can't really judge them.
We have heard a few.
I've had a couple come here, and they wanted me to straighten them out, and I basically told them I was going to tear it completely down.
Start over.
I ain't going to say who it was or what it was. I think I actually walked around the car and showed it one day, but it was completely like when I put it on the jig, it would not even sit on it. The rocker height from one end to the other was 1.5 inches difference on one side, and then it was opposite the other side.
So it's tweaked.
When he brought it in, it was on the trailer and it was brand new. Aaron said, this guy wants you to look at building his car. And I looked out there and I was like, what does he want? It looks brand new. So I went out there and I started looking at it and I was like, man, what are you trying to do? You want me to clean up these welds and stuff? Because that's all I seen was crappy welds. I'm like, you want me to clean up welds or something? I mean, this car's built. And he said, get up front and look. I got up at the front of the trailer and I looked in there and I was like, whoa,
yep,
never mind. So I took it in, had it for a couple of days, checked some stuff out on it, and that car looked like it had been used as a drag car for about 20 years. It was tweaked.
And how they got it, that I don't know.
And he paid
good.
He paid good money. I think he paid around 17 for it.
I thought he said 22.
Maybe. I know he paid a good bit for it. And I told him that he would basically be looking at close to that for us to fix it, because it was going to have to come all back apart.
And some of that sheet metal, when you undo those welds, there's
especially
no
plug
saving
welds,
the parts.
you can't save it if it's plug welded, because it's horrible. I can cut a spot weld loose easy. I can't cut a plug weld loose easy.
Thank you, Go-Go. I really appreciate that. He said you'll get more than you bargained for with aMAYSingMetalWorks.
Well,
Bing, bing, bing.
maybe. I try. I wish I could build everybody's car that comes in here, but unfortunately I can't. And
we don't know how to clone people just yet. So.
And I try to get the guys to do as good. And like I say, there's some things that get by because I'm trying to. I was helping 3 guys build cars, walking between them. I'm trying to build cars, and it's a lot. It's a lot of stress, and I try to catch everything that I can. I try to look them over, but sometimes I miss stuff. I'm not perfect by no means. So
I've got one in the corner over there I'm looking at that I'm pretty proud of our builder on that. He's been taking some good advice from Juby, and he's really knocking this one out of the park, and I'm proud of it. And I'm trying to think of how I'm gonna show him my appreciation, because he's done a pretty stellar job. Even Craig and Juby went over there and was like, that's looking good, kid.
It's actually his first B-body.
Yeah.
And it's a Charger, and it's one of the hardest cars to build.
Mm-hmm.
So, but it looks good. There's some things that I'm gonna fix on it, but
that's your job, is to oversee and fix. But
yeah. But it's his first one. He's built a CUDA, an E-body, maybe 2 with the help of somebody, and he's been building Camaros, and I just got him to where he's building Camaros good. It's less time for me to be over there with him because he's got it together, and he kept telling me, he's like, I don't like jumping from car to car, because once I get to learning one, then I get put on another. It's hard for him to understand, and I can understand. A lot of people are like that. So I kept putting him on Camaros, and then we got to where we don't have no Camaros.
Oh.
And now I had to put him on a B-body because I don't even have a CUDA for him, and he's done a CUDA. But I put him on a B-body, and he has done excellent. But let's see.
Just a little star peer review for one of our guys. I'm gonna bring you my Firebird, John says. Sounds like we're booked out a year. So I'll talk on that just for a second. We are technically, I have vehicles on the book through August of 2023.
What year Firebird?
Yeah, that'll determine some stuff too.
Oh yeah, I can build you a Firebird right now. Yep. All I gotta do is swap tail panels and quarter panels and dash. And I got the VIN in the title for one.
There you go.
I got a 69 Firebird VIN, title and all. And I would have made this if somebody wanted a Firebird. And it's not too late, because I can always save the quarter panels I got.
John says it's a 69 he's looking for.
Yeah, I got one right here. You can get it, 20. Ready to go, 20.
Yep, don't even have to bring us anything.
Yeah. Title in hand.
But if that's not something that you're looking for, if it is, give us a call. We'll get you set up. But if anybody that's bringing in a car right now, like I said, we've got booked out till August of 2023. But say car number 1 is in line, obviously in the number 1 spot. But if car number 31, all their parts are available today, but number 1's waiting on quarter panels, number 31's coming in first.
Yeah.
So that's how that goes. We're building the cars that have all the parts. So
if we sit and wait on everybody's parts, we wouldn't be having nobody here.
If I kept every car in line based on when they created their build, we would be sitting at home right now.
Yeah, we're struggling. We're making it.
Yeah.
Luckily, by the grace of God,
but I'm literally
keeping the doors open, and Erin is working her butt off looking for parts, trying to find them everywhere we can. I mean, we're having to use parts that we typically don't use, and it causes the builders to get frustrated because they get a different part and it don't fit like they're used to, and it throws them off. And then I have to go back there, and I'm back and forth, and there's like, come here, I need this, what to do this, and I have to go back there.
We're not, by any means, just to let y'all know, I'm not buying crap products from anybody. It's just that we have a typical build with typical vendors that have certain parts that fit so awesome that we're just used to getting those. So when you get a part in from vendor B and it just fits a little different, it just gets them out of their comfort zone, and Judy has to go over there and just kind of help them.
I can build it with anything they make, except for there's some things that we can't do. It's a Nova.
No, I'm not doing a Nova unless your rockers are beautiful.
The aftermarket rockers for a Nova are impossible, as far as Craig says.
Yeah.
I can make them work, but Craig's already...
I think it comes down to how much work you would have to put into it. It wouldn't be financially plausible to do it. And
Craig likes to keep it feasible and streamlined.
Yeah.
And that's when we took on these Alphas, we thought we was going to get these, and they turned out this is the only Alpha going to be built. Yep. Once it's done, it's done.
Sorry.
They are horrible. You will have to pay good money. Craig came and apologized to me about this Alpha. He's like, He's like, I am sorry, Juby. I'm going to go ahead and apologize now. He's like, I am sorry. I'm like, no, it's here. It's going to get built regardless. I'm going to build it. But it's taking time. And it's a new car, but generally I can build whatever comes in. It don't matter what kind of car, truck, anything. There's nothing that I really feel like I can't build, because I have the mindset that all the cars are basically the same, and I can look at something that's wrong and think outside of just the normal, do this little bit and try to fix it. I think of other things to do to make it work. That's why, I mean, the Galaxy's the first Ford that I've ever done, and it came together good. I waited a while for a trunk floor.
We are seriously thinking of adding Fords, though, because this Galaxy went as well as it did. Our next build, we're going to do a GTA.
Yeah, the GTA, a 66 or a 67.
6 or 7, I don't know. But
I can't remember.
It's a GTA, and they've supposedly got all the parts for that. Decent amount of stock, and we might get that rolling. Have a Ford line.
Yeah,
The parts are a little more expensive, but when you got Juby building it, who cares?
I have looked at, and I want to, and I'm probably going to build one, the 32 Ford Coupe. I actually looked online, and I see that they have all the parts, all the metal for it. They don't have a 3-window, which I would love to have, even though a 5-window is what I need because of my height. But they make all the parts for a 5-window, and I'm waiting on the magazine to come so I can go through the parts and see what all it takes and see what the price is, because I want to build one. And I think that we could build them here but I got to figure out what it's going to make. And I think they'll be a whole lot easier. But Craig says there's no market, that all the guys that ride in those cars are dying out and nobody wants them. But I see them all the time. So what's y'all's thoughts on 32 Ford?
And that's what Go-Go said, that you took on a lot of work and hopefully you'll get to build your own muscle car one day. It's gonna happen, Go-Go. It's gonna happen. I've told him not to take on anything huge, time crunch like this again, just simply because I want a little more time with him, and I think he deserves a little more time for himself, and he needs to get himself in a hot rod or.
Yeah, I've all my life growing up, or when I was able to drive, I've always had old cars, and I'd probably be here for a whole hour trying to tell y'all every car that I've had, because I've had a lot of them.
It would take a day just to go through the ones that we've had in the 8-9 years we've been together. And all my friends at home, back when they had the little import craze, I always hung out with the younger guys, because they looked up to me as like a role model, and they would always want me to do stuff to their cars and weld and stuff. I've spent many a nights laying on the ground with a little spotlight up under a car, welding exhaust pipes on them little Nopi rice burners with a clothes hanger and a torch. Soup can.
But during those times, they all rode around in the imports, Fast and the Furious and all. Well, I always had old cars, so they always knew me for an old school car. And if they see me in something newer, they were like,
"What's up with that?
What are you doing, Juby?" So they always knew me for old cars, and it's been years. I think the 30 Dodge Hot Rod is the last one that I had, and that's been about 4 years.
I mean, the Humvee was an 89. But...
The Humvee. That wasn't old. I'm a hot rod guy. I would love to have this 54, the shoebox right 49. Here. 49. I keep saying 50 because he's got a 50 grill in it.
Yeah, the front end throws him off.
But it's a 49. I would love to have it. I would drive it every day just like it sits. Don't
even paint it.
It's supposed to be a running car, and that would be me all day long. I'm looking for one. Like I say, I got the Camaro, I got the Firebird, but they're not me. I like coupes and
he likes it a little older than the 60s. He wants to go back 40s, 30s.
I mean,
I like them too.
I would like a Galaxy. I actually had a guy that said he had a couple, and he was supposed to send me some pictures to let me know about them.
I've got his number.
I like the GTA. I'm kind of sad that they're building it, because I know they're gonna let it sit in the showroom, and it's a GTA. I'm like,
that needs to be on the road.
That needs to be on the road. I mean,
But yeah, John, if you need anything, you can email me at aaron@theinstallationcenter.com. And Go-Go's right. If you get this one, you can watch it every Tuesday being built. And then Wes said that AMD or any parts all need a little massaging. Yes.
Yeah, that's what I stress to people. People think that they can just go buy these parts
slick them all together
and put them together like they're doing a model car at home. Even model cars, you have to do some sanding and some tuning. You pre-fit the part. You cut it with the X-Acto knife. You sand on it. You prep it, and you put it together. It's the same thing as when you was a kid building a model. These things do not just hook together. No. Even the snap-tight cars, when they were called snap-tight and you snap-tight them together, they still didn't fit great.
Perfection requires finesse.
So these cars, you have to do some work to them. I mean, even when they were building them on the assembly line, they needed work. Trust me.
We would look good in a '69 Camaro all tubbed out. You're right.
Yeah.
I would drive one. My stepdad's got a '68 Camaro, and last I heard, it had a 555 big block in it. Not street legal. It's got the huge racing slicks on the back. And I grew up as a little girl. He wouldn't let me touch his tools when I was little. But I would get to spray the radiator off after he made a pass, and man, it's a clean, beautiful car. I agree with you. It's just not Juby's car.
I might have I'm not against the Camaros. Trust me, I used to not really like them, but they have grown on me since being here. But if I had one, it'd be a resto mod. And like you say, it'd be tubbed out. I'd probably have wheels big as the ones that's going on the Galaxy. In fact, they'll be here tomorrow. Detroit Steel came through. So I can go ahead and get the rear end done. I'm excited, get it cut. But I'm gonna go back to what I was talking about. The Camaro, I would love to have one. I just don't have the money for it. And yes, I got one, but this was like my savings money. And I spent it to buy all these parts so that I could make this show for you guys, because you wanted Camaro. And I'm like, okay, so this is kind of like money in the bank.
Yeah,
it's not going nowhere.
Little piggy bank.
And hopefully I make my money back.
You will.
And I can give y'all what y'all want. I know I posted this morning, and I wasn't going to talk about it. I posted this morning needing money, and I put it on there, and some people said some stuff about it. And then I got to thinking about it, because I'd put my Venmo, Cash App, and all that, because I've had people ask me how to help me with my builds and help me with my channel. Go gives me stuff all the time. So I kind of put it out there, but I said that I don't need nothing. I've got everything I need. I'm not hurting for nothing. I was just putting it out there that if you wanted to help, it would be greatly appreciated. And I took it down. I'd actually had people send me money, almost $200 within an hour of posting it
before I got to work.
So I ended up sending all their money back to all of them.
Hey, Dennis!
Because I kind of felt bad about it, about asking, and then people was messaging saying what's wrong, what's going on.
Yeah, I had people messaging me. They were like, "Are you okay?" I saw Juby's post. I said, "We're fine," and that's why he took it down. It just kind of looked wrong to the public. It made people think that we were in some kind of dire straits, and we're not. We like has been said, Juby just takes on a lot. So when we do get help, it's greatly appreciated. But know that we're fed, our bills are paid. We're okay.
So that's what it was, and I apologize for putting it out there like that. And I actually talked with Go. I talked with Scott.
And thank you guys for talking with him and giving him your side.
And I just wanted advice on what I could do, to help, because
thank you, Charlie. Have a good night.
I don't want to, be trying to act like I need money, bumming money, whatever. I don't really need it. It does help, like parts for the car. I've got a lot tied up in this, my savings. I'm trying to build this Galaxy. I got so much stuff going on. I got money in another car. Don't need nothing, but it does help whenever. And I just said that, I'll pray about it, and God will provide for me. Yep. So I sent everybody's money back because I was feeling bad, and I told them I'm sorry, I can't accept it, thank you, and I shouldn't have done that. So with that being said, though, we're here, we're good, and I don't need money. I don't know. I don't know what to say. But we're all right.
I'll say this: we appreciate all of the support in any form that we get it. So the fact that y'all are hanging out with us, we got 26 people watching right now. That right there is phenomenal support. I'm giddy about that number. That's awesome. Thank you guys so much for joining us, taking time out of your evening on Tuesdays to hang out with us. And some of your cars come here, and then you keep on watching even after your car's done, and that's cool. Yeah. And then y'all and you share and you comment. That's all awesome. And then Go sends things. We've had Dennis send things. We've had Dennis give us his time. So again, thank you for that. That was amazing. We've got some awesome tent that we get to show y'all at some point that he did for the Galaxy. He did the Galaxy tent. He actually gave me the tail panel for this car. Yep. We've had friends and family all support us financially with any of these. Anytime they had a little bit, they just, here, have this. And it's really awesome. Time is money. We love you guys. That's all I wanted to say.
Yeah, I had to check that out. M&R.
LAZZE Metal Shaping in California.
Yeah, I thought about that. Craig wants to send me to metal forming school.
Yeah, because way in the future we might start doing Ferraris.
But I want to learn the English wheel. I know we got one back here, and the bead roller, and I know that bead roller that we have, they actually sell all the attachments to make the beads for the 32, 33 Ford.
Yeah.
So it's like they make all the beads for the gutters, everything on that. So
yeah, Wes, the post didn't get much light. It was removed quickly, but yeah, just send me a message or send Juby a message, and we can definitely hook you up with some shirts. We got a few left for sale.
Yeah, I spent $900 and something on shirts, and
Dennis said he'll trade you a 67 for a 32 roller.
3-inch chop channel body.
Yeah.
I mean, I told you already, Dennis, that they sell it the 32, but it's gonna be a 5-window. I actually looked at the 5-window, and when I see one in person, I'm gonna look at it and see if there's a way that I can convert it into a 3-window.
All right.
But yeah, we got to get.
I gotta take care of the
Aaron's
dogs.
got to go take care of dogs. I gotta lock up shop. I gotta get home because my kids are probably, who knows?
I haven't checked Snapchat since we've been on. Let's see.
They're Bebe's kids.
Baby.
So.
Oh look, Turd ain't checked his phone in 2 hours.
But yeah, Dennis, I'll get with you on those parts and stuff. And I don't guess I need the 67.
Dennis said he's good with a 5-window if you can build it.
Oh, I can build it.
We can build it.
I'm gonna get the price on all the parts, and I know the quarter panels and the stuff for that thing is more than the quarter panels for the Galaxy.
Y'all thought Ford was expensive. Ford, what was that? A $900 quarter panel?
Yeah, the quarter panel for the Galaxies are almost $900, 8 something. They're $100 a foot, and it's 8 foot long. Glad I didn't buy them.
But the 32?
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm gonna get a price up. I'm gonna get it before next Tech Talk.
Okay, that's my job, is to get the 32 build and the floor build and shipping. Ta-ta!
Yeah, because I was kind of waiting on the catalog because I don't like going on the website. I guess I could go on there and make a cart, but they have so many parts that I don't really need right off. They sell all the wood structure, the roof. They make the rag top one or the solid top. So
32 quarters harder to make than the 33.
Yeah. But
okay,
I'll check it out, M&R. But anyways, we got to get out of here. Like I said, I appreciate your support. Just sharing, just being here with us is kind of fun. Well, it is fun. It's kind of like having our own little hangout with the guys every week.
Yeah.
I love all you guys, and I know we ran way over what we was saying. Our camera's probably about to die. I didn't even check the time on it. It's lasted a while.
Yeah.
Go check out Go. Go check out what was the other one that came up?
I don't remember.
Well, that was Go, and then there was a new one that came up.
Something TV.
Aaron's rolling back.
Paradise Bay, go check them out.
Yeah, Paradise. Check out Paradise Bay. Go, and my mind's stuck on this other one that was up. It was
I get my dad.
Something TV. I'm gonna go check them out. I don't know what it is, but I am curious. Rides by Design TV. And also, go give a like to Detroit Steel because their wheels are coming. And I still got American Auto Wire to unbox. I haven't done the video yet. And I also got linear blocking tools. Sent me these to do the blocking on the Galaxy. I haven't unboxed them yet, so
we got some videos to make.
Anyways, love you guys, and we'll talk to y'all
Thank you so much.
later.
I'm going to feed puppy dogs. 8%. 7%.
We're at 8% on the camera, so I guess it might be off. Not
yes,
sure.
It's off. All right, I'm gonna let you handle that. I'm gonna take care of these puppy dogs.